Hello and welcome to Allow Edits in a Specific Range. My name's Jeff, I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. I was recently asked the following question. How can I allow users to edit only a specific section of a worksheet? And I'm going to answer that question in this video. Exercise 1. In this exercise, we're going to look at the Protection tab in the Format Cells dialog. First, let's assume that we have not implemented any type of protection on our worksheet. We can change values in any cell at any time. And if you've worked in Excel, you know this is true. Like when you open it up and you create a new worksheet, you can change any cell at any time. For example, I can change the customer name, I can change the address, and I can change the quantity. And then we open up the Format Cells dialog. And we look at the Protection tab and we're immediately confused because it says locked. In other words, the locked checkbox is checked. And even though it's locked, it's like, wait, we're able to make changes to any cell at any time. And that's true. Let's click OK and let's confirm we can still change any cell at any time. And we can. So now we're like, wait a second. The locked checkbox is checked on the Protection tab of the Format Cells dialog, but we can make any changes we want. So like, what's the deal? Well, that brings us to the next exercise. Exercise 2. Here's the key. The locked attribute is not enforced until Worksheet Protection is on. Wait, what? Okay, check it out. Here's the Format Cells dialog and the locked checkbox is checked, but we can still make any change. And that's because the locked checkbox is not enforced until Worksheet Protection is activated. How do we do that? We go to the Review tab and we select Protect Sheet. Here, we can enter an optional password if we want, and that password would be required to unprotect the sheet. Then we can click OK. And now that we've applied Worksheet Protection, that locked attribute is enforced. For example, if I once again try to change the customer name, I can't. I get this error message. So if we want to allow people to make changes to certain cells, what we first need to do is unlock those cells and then turn on Worksheet Protection. So first, let me unprotect the sheet so I can make some changes, and I'll select the range that I want to allow people to change. Then I open the Format Cells dialog, uncheck that locked checkbox, and click OK. And remember, that checkbox is not enforced until Worksheet Protection is enabled. So now I need to protect sheet. I could enter an optional password and I click OK. And now I can change the values in these cells. For example, Jeff, street, and you get the idea. So using this is a two-step process. First, I unlock the cells that I want people to edit, and then I protect the worksheet. Now let me show you something else. Let me unprotect the sheet, and I'm going to select this range, and I'm going to open Format Cells, and I'm going to unlock it. Now let's protect sheet. So we have the optional password, which would be required to unprotect the sheet, but we also have this allow list, and we can check the things that we want people to be able to change even when the worksheet is protected. For example, once I protect the sheet, people will be allowed to select or navigate to locked cells, select or navigate to unlocked cells. Now, I can add a new transaction. Let me unprotect the sheet, and let me protect it again. But now I'm only going to allow them to select unlocked cells. That's basically going to trap them to the range that they're allowed to edit. Let me click OK. Here, if I try to click outside of the edit cells, I can't. But I can select the unlocked cells. And if I try to tab around, I'm trapped inside this range that I'm allowed to edit. Cool? All right, let's do one more exercise. Exercise 3. Now, depending on your version of Excel and depending on the installation environment, you may also be able to do Allow Edit Ranges. Let me show you how that works. I click Allow Edit Ranges. What I can do is I can click New. I could give this edit range a title. Let's call it Customer Info. And it refers to these cells. I could enter an optional password, and then I can click OK. And then I can add a new range as well. And I'm going to call this Invoice Info. And it's going to refer to this range. And then I'm going to click OK. Depending on your installation environment, you can also check out permissions. And now I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And once again, for this change to be enforced, I have to protect the sheet. I click OK. Now, the ranges that we defined in the Allow Edit Ranges dialog can be edited. For example, I can change the customer, the address, or any invoice item. If I want to make any changes, I first need to unprotect the sheet, and then I can make a change to this Allow Users to Edit Ranges dialog. And I hope these exercises help demonstrate how we can set up our worksheets so that users can make changes within certain ranges. We can uncheck the lock checkbox in the Protection tab of the Format Cells dialog. Then we can protect the sheet with an optional password. And alternatively, we can use the Allow Edit Ranges and then again protect the worksheet. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Hey Excel user, if you ever need to create summary reports, check out my Pivot Table for Beginners video. It starts at the beginning and shows how to store the data transactions in a table and then how to summarize those transactions with a pivot table report. I hope it helps unlock the incredible power of pivot tables.
This video is a production of Excel University.